Ladies and gentlemen, it's Ask the Author Friday. Day of Friday, February 7th. Let's get started. As always, Ask the Author Friday is my weekly fireside chat with you all about anything and everything within reason. If you folks have any questions for future weeks, feel free to hit the comments. If you enjoy this content, feel free to subscribe. Thank you. What celebrity death hit you the hardest lately? What recent celebrity death hit me the hardest, and you know it's coming? You knew it was coming. I didn't hear about this one until after I'd filmed last Friday. Yeah, the loss of John Irwin was a punch straight in the childhood. A Super Sunday punch straight in the childhood, if you will. Of course, John Irwin, he got his start on Rawhide, and then he went on to voice acting. He voiced, I think it was Reggie in the original Archies. He voiced one of the side characters in Hanna-Barbera's iteration on The Thing. And he voiced many, many Masters of the Universe characters, including the man himself. Yes. This was just as much part of my childhood as watching Mr. Rogers was. So then you think back to the day I heard about Mr. Rogers passing. Anyway, thank you to Mr. John Irwin. You had the power, and good journey. We don't say goodbye, we say good journey. All right. What makes a good hero? What makes a good hero? A drive, desire, and dedication to do right. Now, if they always do right all of the time, they are flat and extremely two-dimensional. They will overcome moral crises. I mean, they can be subject to temptation, to self-righteousness, to bragging, for example. But at the end of the day, there is always at least a drive and desire to do the right thing. And a heroic leader in particular is not afraid to ask for help. Because unless we're dealing with Homer, no, not that Homer, the Odyssey or the Iliad, there's probably more than one protagonist. There are probably several side protagonists that he can turn to for help. What makes a good villain? Again, if we're talking about someone who's a villain 100% of the time, he's either Satan or he's two-dimensional. just extremely flat. Morally black all of the time is not good. Now, villain would be driven by, like, selfish desires. I mean, stuff like conquest or revenge. They they are manipulative, vindictive, hateful, and vengeful. And those are obviously their bad qualities. They are still a villain at the end of the day. But some moral ambiguity could help flesh them out. Ending a novel on a cliffhanger. You'd better have some desire to write a second or third or fourth, what have you, book. And the book ending in the cliffhanger had better be any good to where they would want to pick up to where the audience would want to pick up a sequel. You already picked your heroic animal.
Tally Hawk.
Pick a villainous animal from any piece of fiction. Animated piece of fiction and imp obviously from She-Ra. Imp. The evil horde's imp. Yes. I mean, just his shape-shifting talents, his personality. I'm going with imp. Alright. Plans for Valentine's Day. Apparently buy a new marker. Buy a new ink marker for these things. No. Plans for Valentine's Day. Dress up. Spray on some nice cologne. Go out there and treat myself. Maybe meet a new person. This has been Ask the Author Friday. If you have any questions for future weeks, feel free to hit the comments below. If you enjoyed this or any of my content, feel free to subscribe. Thank you. You all have a good evening now. Have a great week.